Dear USA, all nations and 7.9 plus billions of humans, I just want to have this as a generic civil justice sign off. Whatever I want for the civil justice, for I am displaying the USA government errors, public sector errors, private sector errors, and how USA government operations got destroyed, and for displaying the absolute monarchs scandal. I, Vethapriya Prose, wanted these civil justice to be provided to me. Okay, so I'll just read this sign off so that it will be in all these other sessions. Okay, so for I, Vethapriya Prose, native Indian tribe, Christian Jew of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem, and true owner of USA, and proved USA is Tamil Nadu, and I, Vethapriya Prose, have highest impasse eligibility to lead USA. I must be the interim leader of USA now is civil justice served. And for I, Vethapriya Prose, displayed USA government errors and the scandal of absolute monarchs to USA government. I, Vethapriya Prose, for civil justice as in Holy Bible guidelines. I, Vethapriya Prose, want United States of America nation to rename Lord Ripon Building in Tamil Nadu, India, after my name Vethapriya is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya Prose, to become the Vatican leader now is civil justice served. And Pope Francis resigns abruptly now is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya Prose, become Supreme Chief Civil Judge for all nations, now is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya Prose, become Supreme Chief Family Law and Supreme Chief Children Judge for all nations is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya Prose, to become Global Poverty Relief Medical Director Chief for all nations, to lead and guide World Bank, United Nations organizations, World Health Organizations, Center for Disease Control, Department of Children Families, Department of Health Services, Department of Justice, Department of Revenue, Department of Agriculture, Department of Imports Export, Department of Military in all nations across the globe is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya Prose, to be the ambassador for all nations, starting with India, and I, Vethapriya Prose, should get dual citizenship of USA and India now is civil justice served. And thank you all for your time. Take care, my dear fellow mankind. I sure will get civil justice for entire human kingdom in 1 minute. Thank you all for your time. Bye for now. All nations and 7.9 plus billions of humans. I hope we are all on the same page on this record that I'm providing a very, very crucial, very, very important civil justice sign off so that we all can be on the same page. And I'll quickly read through this civil justice sign off and we're on very highest level of overview. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, when I was working on the Poverty Free Earth end of the year 2030 volunteer project, out of 7.9 plus billions of humans, I am the very first human to stand up and educate what is basic essential per head count per civilian. So until then, nobody knew what is basic essential, right? So can you see how pathetic each nation were? And educated, a civilian must have a house, okay? And then I educated to live in a house. What are the other things that a civilian need? Furniture. It can be a living room furniture, a dining room furniture, and the bedroom furniture. Those are the three sub-classification of the basic furnitures, right? I'm talking about the very basic minimum here. And then I explained, I educated, there needs to be kitchen appliances, right? The refrigerator, the microwave, the stove, the kettle, right? And other appliances like a mixer or a grinder or a blender, like that. And then I also explained there needs to be a cleaning products, right? When you're living in a house, you need a cleaning products to clean the toilet, to clean the dishwasher, to do the clothing and the laundry. Those comes under the umbrella of the cleaning products and types. So until I educated that, nobody knew what is basic and what is essential. So So I have to go and educate what is basic, and they also have to educate what is essential, and also have to educate why this basic essentials is never a luxury, but it is a need. Each civilian must get that, right? So I educated that. So tell me, I educated only this wisdom, right? I educated this during when I was educating in the Poverty Free Earth at end of the year project. And when did I provide this education? 2004, spring of 2014, spring of 2015, spring of 2016, right? Spring of 2017, spring of 2018, spring of 2019. Now tell me, can you all now trace the puzzle of how and why Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brinks created the scandal for COVID-19, right? When they were busy marketing for the masking, they could have provided an excellent guiding for the USA government on how to provide the basic essentials per head count, per household, right? Worldwide, per month, based on the cost of living, on the physical calendar year, quarterly, means for first 3 months, second 3 months, third 3 months, and fourth 3 months, right? January to March, then April, June, July, April, May, June, April to June, then July, August, September, then October, November, December. How easy is it, right? Instead of marketing for the mask, which has nothing to do with any of the plague that never even existed, just for namesake, people are mandated to wear the mask. That is wrong, isn't it? That's wrong. Rather, they could have sat side by side with President Trump and educated, guided. Everybody needs that healthy guidance and directions, my dear fellow mankind. They missed out of that, and rather, they took a different route, right? They created a havoc, the disaster of COVID-19. Can you all see, can you all imagine why I'm super frustrated and why I'm super, my blood is boiling. I cannot hide it, right? I'm just at least explaining my true frustration for whatever disaster they did to the humanity is unforgivable. It's zero tolerance, right? Are they humans? You tell me. With this, whatever tax revenue, with whatever revenue they got out of just mask alone, let's say $1 trillion or $2 trillion or whatever, I'm absolutely positive they would have got that much of $1 trillion revenue just by mandating the mask, clothing manufacturers creating that mask alone. Now tell me, with that cost, the dollars spent for creating that mask, how many homeless people could have been given a free housing, right? Wouldn't that be cool? And how many homeless people would have been given the furniture that is needed? Bedding, living room furniture, dining room furniture, right? And how about kitchen appliances for cooking vessels, for dishwashing, everything? How wonderful it would have been, isn't it? And why they missed on that? Can you see why all are fools in this earth as of today, as of this moment? Only I am the wisest one. Go see the video screenshot for this particular session. I displayed what is the basic essential need. So tell me, please keep your God-given hands on your heart and tell me why all this went wrong. Why nobody knew a civilian must get a house. Why? What education does President Trump need when he knows he needs to be in a palace, right? He is living in a mansion, isn't it? And other than mansion, he has so many houses worldwide. I'm not even talking about that because I do not have any birthright to define how many houses a civilian can have. But all I'm talking about the very basic essentials. A civilian should have a house, should own a house. How simplest task is it? Now, can you all see how I prove the scam? It's all created by Queen Elizabeth II, after all, and Pope Francis, all in the name of God, only created all this created this scandal. Can you all easily see it with your eyes? There should never be any rental services. Each civilian must be owning a home of civilian's choice. Nobody can define what type of a home a civilian needs. It goes by case basis. I already said, isn't it? So why exactly United States of American government, be it Republican government and Democrat government, never able to provide these basic essentials to how many people? Only 300 million people. It's just the size of a mustard. There is no excuse for the USA government to say that why they never even provided these minimum bare basic essentials. Can you all see how I nailed on the forehead of Department of Welfare Services, and they were all approved, each and every single services provided by the Department of Welfare Services is a scam after all. And they got destroyed only because of Department of Health Services. The doctors went to the doctor schools, medical school. They misguided Department of Health Services. And because of these two broken services, Department of Work Division Forces is broken. And because of all these three services are broken, you got it, tax services broken. Tell me, what is President Joe Biden going to say about this? Can you see why he is going to resign any second? Because President Trump, I'm proving President Trump is innocent. That's the reason, right? Because President Trump is never a lawyer. President Joe Biden is a lawyer. If not today, when he was a vice president for President Obama, he could have slapped on the face of President Obama and just provided this solutions, isn't it? He never did that. Why? Why? Now tell me, what made him not to provide this healthy help? What? Because President Joe Biden yielded to the sexual immorality. Then he got his eyes blinded. That is why he is selfish, right? He's a self-centered person. He is living in a mansion. He is having his own organizations to have a passive income worldwide. Like President Trump, he himself is having other passive assets, properties that can provide income, isn't it? So why on the earth he forgot to provide the solutions? Okay, leave the national leaders, leave the Republican government, leave the Democrat government. How many educated population are there? How many theologians are there? How many church pastors are there? How many Christian evangelicals are there? Right? They all live in mansions only, mighty fellow mankind. They talk the sweetest talk, isn't it? Can you see, I also proved that how Billy Graham is a prostitute after all, isn't it? They all get to live in a very fancy mansion. It's not even an affordable house, like it's huge, right? But they never even bothered to educate, guide a nation operation in the rightful way. How many minutes, how many hours in his whole entire years of close to 100 years that Billy Graham had? He just wasted those years, isn't it? He never stood up. He never stood up for the beggars. He never stood up for the poverty people. Right? Now can you all see? Can you all witness? You, all of my fellow mankind must have been only accusing me when I said I can, for civil justice, I can ask all the senators to get out of their home and sleep on the road side by side with homeless, isn't it? Do you all think, do I have to provide that kind of a discipline for Senate to even understand the crime they provided? No, right? That's not my job. I do not even want that as for civil justice. I already educated that. I can ask Queen Elizabeth to just get out of the Buckingham Palace and sleep on the snowy road next side by side to the homeless. I can do that. But instead of doing that, I wanted to get out of the earth first and just get fried in the volcano in Hawaii in ashes. Because whatever that rightful belongs to my fellow mankind, homeless population, she took it, she stole it, and she's coolly sleeping inside the Buckingham Palace. Is she a woman? Is she human? My blood is boiling, and I'm not ashamed to say that. No. Are there only one homeless man or homeless woman in this earth? Tell me. When people are undergoing through this much of emotional trauma, turmoil, does nation need COVID-19 scam for a plague that never even existed? Or is Dr. Fauci a human or what? Is Dr. Brinch a human or what? Please, my dear fellow mankind, don't you all think that immediately, this moment, the civil justice must be served? And I must step in. I must get all the authority. I own USA, right? My blood is super boiling. I just cannot tolerate it. I just cannot tolerate that Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brinks created this scam. I just cannot. See, I'm just asking the $1 trillion for the USA to pay, but even then the pain is pain, right? They created the scars on the fellow mankind. That is wrong. That is absolutely wrong. We humans are non-medical people, right? We just go by whatever the medical people say. And they are the boss. Even the national leaders have to obey them only, right? They provided abuse of power. Don't you all think that I should be the medical director chief? It's hurting me a lot. It's beyond emotional breakdown for me. Because I know the truth, right? I filed a lawsuit against Department of Health and Services for $500 million. And just because of that, I explained, I provided with the proof to the justice teams of state of Wisconsin, saying that whatever the chart, the poverty chart, the federal poverty chart provided by the Department of Health Services, the Medicaid services to United States of America for past 500 years is wrong. It's injustice.
So Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brinks should have stood up in front of me and talked to me, right? The Department of Health Services should have paid that $500 billion to me. Rather, they created a $1 trillion scandal worldwide. Oh, I just cannot tolerate it, my development, I just cannot. They created lifetime scars for the fellow mankind, humans, right? Is he human? But even in that, I could see some kind of innocence because they are all pure slaves and puppets to Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth too. They can easily mock. They are the boss, nobody can take them down. They can just go live free. No, that's not how it is. They have to face the civil justice. It is more of emotional breakdown for me, right? Because I was only educating wisdom, right? And then I educated this, whatever the federal poverty chart provided by the Department of Health Services is wrong. It's just not one day scandal, it's forever scandal. Now can you all get it why Hewlett Packard laid me off? Even they are slaves to doctors. Even they are slaves to Department of Health Services. Department of Welfare Services are also slaves to Department of Health Services only. It is never about the skin color. It is just Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth wanted it that way. They wanted homeless to be homeless. They want poverty to be poverty. You are seeing me, right? I'm in absolute finance crisis. I need finance, immediate help. I have to provide this. Overview because it's all a keywords. People will immediately relate. Oh yeah. This is the person who provided the infrastructure designed for entire retail services. Oh yeah, this lady. They'll get it. They'll absolutely get it with these keywords. Now tell me, can you all understand why Walmart, Costco, Target, Sam's Club, they all will only shed tears of shame? Being aware they threw acid on me when I just only helped them in the rightful way. They all got the whatever fundings they needed from the government, but government never paid me the salary. What would you all have done? There is multiple emotional breakdowns for me. One side I am true owner of USA, isn't it? And one side I know all the 7.9 plus billions of humans are my blood drops, right? It hurts. We should not be wearing any mask. No, we should never be wearing any mask. So I asked for $500 billion thing, and they just ignored it, and they by creating this COVID-19 scandal, it displayed what? They are the boss. They will do whatever crap they can do to the humans, and they can live free. Nobody will dare to ask them, right? And they can live free. Is Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brinks, are they humans? I just cannot tolerate. It is the purest display of how innocent population are fooled every single day. How many population fooled into getting the masks? How many population had to spend a lot of money on that? I just got the cheapest one, but there are costliest one, $20, $50 like that. I don't know whether it is $50, but $20 range I know. That itself is very costly, isn't it? Worldwide. Oh, I just cannot tolerate it. I sure will get civil justice my way only. I will ask Dr. Fauci to pay $1 trillion. Let USA go mad. Or I will ask USA to pay $1 trillion to each human worldwide for they created the COVID-19 scandal. We should never be wearing masks, my dear fellow mankind. We should never be. We should never be. It's hurting me a lot. It's hurting me a lot. With that fundings, whatever scandal they provided, they could have easily provided all these services, isn't it? And on the other side, all the systems are broken. I already said, Department of Children and Families, they accept it. They must have only said to the USA, yes, USA, whatever Vethapriya is telling is the rightful thing. Yes, all the software services are broken. We cannot help. This is the only answer the Department of Welfare Services must have said to the federal government and the state government of United States of America in all 50 states. And because of that, they want to save. It did leave out the DCF and the DOJ and the tax part. Department of Health Services, they want to help themselves. So in order to divert, they created the scandal that never even exists. What will you all do? What will you all do? What will you all do? Are they humans? Or what did I say? What did I say in my earlier education? These absolute monarchs are super dangerous, isn't it? On their blood cells level, they're very dangerous. They will not live happily. They will not live peaceful life. They will not even allow other people to live freely. No. They are super dangerous to the human kingdom after all. So one side they destroyed the national operations. One side they destroyed everything. One side they divided the government to be Republican government one side and Democrat government to fight and kill with each other every single day. By the time only every 4 years it will go. Each 4 years with whatever government that's getting ruled. The fighting time itself will take 4 years. They will not pass a bill. They will not provide any help at all. It was only after I educated, the civilians knew, oh yeah, a civilian needs a plate to put the food in the plate and eat. Oh yes, a civilian needs a stove, to cook the food to eat. Oh, yes, a civilian needs a house to stay safe during the weather seasons. Tell me, what did education educated humans? Did education fail humanity or humanity fail education? You all still work on that. And please, my dear fellow man, can puke as much puke you can puke. Just puke on the face of Pope Francis. Let him lick all the puke you're puking on his face. And let him be gone in ashes. The cursed one. The cursed one. In the name of God. In the name of God. He destroyed everything, right? The Housing and Urban and Development Team that is exclusively created for affordable housing programs, it's all $1 trillion scandal. Human for Habitat, where they tell they'll build all the affordable housing for the fellow mankind, it's all $1 trillion scandal after all. In the name of God. In the name of God. I already educated, right? Now we trace all these puzzles that victims of abuse of that Katrina natural disaster, the cyclone. Nobody got helped. Survivors are still asking for help. So now you got it, the recent, the state of Texas, the snow, how people are still waiting for the help. I know it will take another 10 or even never. I'm sure they will never get any help because state of Texas is a absolute purist Republican state. Tell me, I am saying I can fix. What did I educate? I can eradicate COVID-19. I can fix things. Please allow me to step in and do the things. They don't want the voices to do the things. Because it is an ego mode. They will not create policies. They will not provide anything. And even they will not allow other voices people to do the policies the rightful way. If at all it's a colored skin, they will just die out of heart attack and they cannot tolerate it and they will kill the colored skin. I just displayed this error, crime, right in front of entire human kingdom, are witnessing the live testimony. Live testimony. People are laughing at United States of America not able to take care of just 300 millions of humans. What on the earth this US is doing for all these years? What? I'm not even talking about the Harvard Medical School or Harvard Business Schools, right? Why? Why they were not able to provide all the healthy process when it is the very easiest processing? Very easiest. They just do not want to do it. How criminals can they be? How self-centered can they be? Right? Yes, this is the live testimony, and it is, again, it took, 31 minutes for that. I have to educate, right? Because only after I educated what is basic essential, entire nations worldwide knew what is basic essential. They never knew what is a basic essentials. Populations were so innocent. They never knew a house is a basic essential. People were thinking living in a rental is a norm. Not owning a home is okay, but it's not okay. That is the reality. That's the truth. They fooled the entire civilians worldwide. How many people in this fooled mode, live and die only in the rental homes? Tell me. That is wrong, isn't it? It's a crime after all. I provided all, okay, one side I displayed all this, and I also provided all the solutions also. So that means I must only step in. I must start guiding. So I must be the Vatican leader, Supreme Judge leader, everything. Very recently I said, right, I educated the Supreme Court judge. Yes, my dear fellow mankind. I am the only one who can save entire human kingdom. And this civil justice which I'm providing, I'm not joking. It's a multitasking. When I get the civil justice, entire human kingdom will get the civil justice. I get to decide what will be the medical finance aid for each civilian. Right? It is the homeless who are richest after all. Because for all this crime, this Department of Welfare Services provided to the homeless, it's skyrocketing. Because I've worked in those systems, right? So I know the crime they provided. It's raw. The crime is so raw that they cannot run and hide. It's purest form of crime. I would say virgin crime. But who is the root cause for that? Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II. They wanted it that way. They want to live in the palace, but they want homeless to be homeless. Okay, just leave the homeless. Do you think only homeless are wanting to own a home? How about refugees? How about divorced population? How about widows? How about single parents? How about unemployed population? How about child marriage population? When all these things are going on, they should not have created that many long list of marriage craps, isn't it? They even created that crap also. So wherever 360 degrees, everything broken. People don't know, panic more. Finance services broken. Their software logic's broken. Insurance services broken. So tell me, what did education did to humanity? What did education do to humanity? And when all people were undergoing through this kind of emotional torture already, do you all think that do we need even this crap, that COVID-19 crap that's going on, which is not even a plague after all? For me, Dr. Fauci and Dr. Briggs is not humans, no. I don't know whether God will forgive them, but they have to meet whatever it is. For me, in my book of civil law, I will only ask Dr. Fauci and Dr. Briggs to pay $1 trillion fine penalty to me, to my bank account. I will not even waste my time to talk to them, no. I already said I do not like fools. I'll just say get out. I'll just say get out. It may seem rude, but that's just the way it is. Because the emotional torture and the trauma and the turmoil that the wisest have to undergo through because of these foolish people providing all this scam, it's too much. People just cannot handle it. The wisest cannot handle it. There's always a tolerance and the threshold level, right? It all will blast because of that emotional torture and the trauma they're undergoing through because of the scam, that's injustice we have provided. I just cannot tolerate that. It's as simple as that. I just cannot. I just cannot. So again, I proved that late Germany leader Hitler is innocent. State of Wisconsin knows. The justice teams knows. I sure will provide civil justice for late Germany leader Hitler. Wait, watch and see. right? That's what is happening now. Approved, right? How many years? 1889, then 1989, let's say 1990. So that's 100 years, right? So 1992, 2000 is another 10 years, 110 years. Then 130 years passed. The late Germany, Hitler, the leader, must be smiling and be happiest that he got the civil justice rightful way after 130 long years. By I am that I am, black skin, Vethapriya, true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, true civil supreme judge, right in front of entire human kingdom, right in front of entire nations. Approved, right? Germany doctors killed Hitler, who threw acid on the innocent population worldwide, Dr. Fauci and Dr. Briggs. Don't y'all think each civilian must get $1 trillion for medical finance compensation? That is a separate compensation. So there is more, lot of dollars that's going to be paid to each civilian. Oh yeah, it's not about even richest mode here. We all must get paid for the torture we have to undergo through with this scandal. That $500 billion DH is going to pay me, that's separate billing. I said the billing, medical compensation billing is going to be long list, isn't it? Watch and see, there's a lot more. And this is just one of the crime. Tell me, what is Walmart, what is Amazon, what are they going to say? I already said they're going to run far off and see with their own eyes Queen Elizabeth and Pope Francis and the Islam leaders and all those craps going to get fried in ashes. It's clearly written in Revelation 18th chapter. I will read that one more time, okay? It's okay if it's getting delayed. It's going to be 40 minutes close to. But if I'm going to read that Revelation 18, it will be more hours, right? More minutes. But it's told okay, because so that we all can be on the same page, okay? Revelation 18th, New International Version chapter. After this, I saw another angel coming down from heaven. He had great authority, and the earth was illuminated by his splendor. With a mighty voice it shouted, "Fallen, fallen is Babylon the Great. She has become a dwelling for demons, and a haunt for every impure spirit, a haunt for every unclean bird, a haunt for every unclean and detestable animal. For all the nations have drunk the maddening wine of her adulteries. The kings of the earth committed adultery with her, and the merchants of the earth grew rich from her excessive luxuries." Then I heard another voice from the heavens say, come out of her, my people, so that you will not share in her sins, so that you will not receive any of her plagues. For her sins are piled up to the heaven, and God have remembered her crimes. Give back to her as she has given. Pay her back double for what she has done. Pour her a double portion from her own cup. Give her as much torment and grief as the glory and luxury she gave herself. In her heart she boasts, "I sit enthroned as queen. I am not a widow. I will never mourn. Therefore in one day her plagues will overtake her. Death, mourning, and famine. She will be consumed by fire. For mighty is the Lord of God who judges her. When the king of the earth who committed adultery with her and shared her luxury see the smoke of her burning, they will weep and mourn over her. Terrified at her torment, they will stand far off and cry, "Woe, woe, woe to you, great city, you mighty city of Babylon! In 1 hour your doom has come." The merchants of the earth will weep and mourn over her because no one buys their cargoes anymore. Cargoes of gold, cargoes of silver, cargoes of precious stones and pearls, fine linen, purple silk, and scarlet cloth, every sort of citron wood and atrix, articles of every kind made of ivory, costly wood, bronze, iron, and marble, cargoes of cinnamon and spice, of incense, myrrh, and frankincense, of wine and olive oil, of the fine flour and wheat, cattle and sheep, horses and carriages, and humans being sold as slaves. They will say, "The fruit you long for is gone from you. All your luxury and splendor have vanished, never to be recovered. The merchants who sold these things and gained their wealth from her will stand far off." So that means who? Amazon, Walmart. They are all the merchandise. They are all prostituting with Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth too, isn't it? Those Islam leaders, the absolute monarchs. Can you see? Whoever reads this Bible for the first time, these verses, they should get the goosebumps. Terrified at her torment, and they will weep and mourn and cry out. Let me finish this fully. "Woe, woe to you, great city, dressed in fine linen, purple and scarlet." Pope Francis and the teams, those clergies, the fathers, they wear purple colored linens and the green colored linens and the royal golden colored linens, isn't it? And glittering with gold, precious stones and pearls. In 1 hour such great wealth has been brought to ruin. Every sea captain and all who travel by the ship, the sailors, and all who earn their living from the sea will stand far off. When they see the smoke of her burning, they will exclaim, "Was there a city like this, a great city?" They will throw dust on their heads and with weeping and mourning cry out. Walmart, Amazon, Target, Costco, they're all purist Republicans and prostituting with whom? Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth too. They threw acid on me, but I was just only helping them out. They knew that on their hearts, right? They just threw acid on me, but God is there always, isn't it? Now tell me, can you all see how everybody will get goosebumps that whatever written in the Holy Bible? I'm just reading it from the Holy Bible online. Rejoice over her, your heavens, rejoice, you people of God. For God has judged her, and the judgment she imposed in you. Then a mighty angel picked up a boulder the size of a large milestone and threw it onto the sea and said, "With such violence the great city of Babylon will be thrown down." It's written. Vatican, the St. Peter's Basilica Cathedral Church, Pope Francis, Islam leaders, Dubai, the skyscrapers, all will be thrown, gone in ashes. It's written. The music of harpists and musicians, pipers and trumpeters will never be heard in you again. Whoever knows this scandal of Pope Francis, they will never even bother to get back to the wedding in the Roman Catholic Church, right? So I said, Pope Francis can ignore and still be allowed to do the church mass in the Roman Catholic Church, right? He provided that. He is going to get it. He'll be fried in ashes, the cursed one, the cunning one, the self-centered one, the hell creator, the Antichrist, the Lucifer, the Satan, who tortured innocent humans worldwide. and mandated Dr. Fauci to create the COVID-19 scam. And he is the one who educated that I should not be the Supreme Judge, steal the job that rightful belonged to Vethapriya to President Trump. The light of the Lamb will never shine in you again. The voice of bridegroom and bride will never be heard even again. Your merchants were the world's important people, but by the magic spell, all the nations were led astray. He misguided. This sentence says what? Pope Francis purposefully misguided the national operations. In her was found the blood of prophets and God's holy people. Can you see? He is the one who killed Hitler. He is the one Pope Francis is the one who killed Hitler. Pope Francis is the one who killed, in a sense, Saddam Hussein. Pope Francis is the one who killed Osama bin Laden. Pope Francis is the one who killed the Russian leaders, the Stalin, the Karl Marx, the Lenin, Genghis Khan. But sadly, the humans go with whatever eyes they see, right? For how long Hitler has been cursed by the population. Innocent man, right? Of who all been slaughtered on the earth. The last verse, in her was found the blood of prophets and God's holy people, of all who have been slaughtered on the earth. Tell me, not today, 130 years back, not even 100, okay, let's remove that 30 years or just remove the 20 years, 110 years back. It is innocent man. Hitler banned tobacco and alcohol. He was killed only for that, nothing else. And he was scapegoated. He never created World War II, no. But it looks like, sounds like, right? Because that's how they started. The Russia and Germany treaty, the pact, it all came as a World War II preparations, prerequisites, right? That's how they start. These Islam foolish people, they start with telling it's going to be a peace war like that. Tell me, I just read the Revelation 18. Can you all see? Whatever is happening right now is clearly written in the Holy Bible. Do you all have any answers for that? Nobody have answers. I do not have answers, my dear fellow mankind. I have never even seen those people who wrote the Holy Bible, who sat and wrote the Holy Bible. All I'm aware is, it's without God's Holy Spirit, they cannot sit and write. Why would they even have to bother, right? Always, if you see, only when the people knows the truth, then they are very confident and they start to educate, no matter what. Even in the prosecution mode, they do that. And that is known worldwide. So that is life proof, that's all. But how exactly means precise to the minute detail, right? To the minute detail. This Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brinks provide the scandal means the Walmart manufactured masks, the crime, the curse, everything goes on the head of Dr. Fauci only. He will never be forgiven by God. No. He will never be forgiven by God for whatever he did. These people, can you see, they will not live and they will not even allow other people to live. That is a first telltale sign of the Babylonians, the Islam paganisms, the Judaisms. So tell me, I am the first human. I broke the world record. Until I educated, nobody knew. Nobody knew. Nobody knew. So this will be the keywords, right? So that's why I have to tell it. Or if you're seeing, I already said it's a puking time, you puke, means these are all I already educated few years back. But right now, all the puzzles are solved, right? Everything is displayed in a live testimony mode. Just because I educated wisdom, they created all laughter for me. It is Pope Francis who did it, and I'm proving with a live proof. I can bail out Amazon, I can bail out Walmart, because innocence is identified there. They manufactured masks because they have been fooled by Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brinks, because the Department of Health Services are the boss. They have to go with whatever they say. That means if Dr. Fauci asks Walmart to kill people, Walmart will kill people. It's as simple as that. Because Walmart will say, see, we are having a DHS book and that says kill people, that is why we are killing. Sorry, they will go. And Amazon will say the same, Target will say the same. For how long people have to undergo this kind of a torture? For me, I cannot tolerate one side all humans are my blood cells, or one side I am the true owner of USA, one side I just cannot tolerate. I can handle, but I just cannot tolerate on how USA nation has been destroyed in pieces. And it's a live proof. 2020, whatever crime had, it's going to be written in the history forever, isn't it? Dr. Fauci threw acid on all the humans' faces, lifetime scars. I just do not want to wear the mask, and he mandated to wear the mask, isn't it? I want Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brinks to pay $1 trillion each. Who are they? Who are they to mandate mask for me? Who are they? And worldwide, the people from the developing countries like India, like Africa, like South America, they have to sit and stitch those masks and provide it to the USA for a plague that never even exists. And for doing that as a slave for an hourly low wages, these people could have saved that dollars and given it for those poverty population, isn't it? How many poverty population would have had healthy organic meal? Be it a bowl of oatmeal with fruits, a cup of milk, right? And for the lunch, a healthy fat means a healthy protein, means a chicken or a fish or any meat of choice with a rice. I already said rice is a healthy food. But these people, they even destroyed that in the United States of America. They got freaked out, right? People got freaked out about the rice, but rice is healthy food. Asians worldwide, they eat only rice. I already said, in India, they eat rice for morning breakfast, rice for lunch, rice for dinner. Staple food. Healthy food. A bag of rice given to per civilian will take care for them to eat a healthy staple food along with regular vegetables, milk and everything. Can they provide this in a healthy way? Just only 300 millions of humans, isn't it? President Joe Biden must resign immediately, no matter what. He has to get out of the White House. He has to. Now tell me, when nobody educated what is basic, essential to this each nation, I alone stood up and educated about the basic essential, isn't it? So I am the wisest after all, right? I already said Whatever I'm going to use, I want my peers also to have it. If I want to have a home, I want my peers to have a home. It's not a rocket science, no. I educated how the welfare debit cards should be provided. And all the civilians have to do is get the debit card and go wherever they want, and they have to get it free. There is no need for a thrift store. Just because they are born and homeless in population, do they have to live and die with only thrift stores? No, right? They should get the debit card from the government. They should go to the whatever store or online store, and they should swipe it and get whatever they want for the basic essentials according to your needs, because nobody can define. That is a reality. People need to accept it, right? Nobody can define what a civilian needs for a dining table. He can say without dining table also he can live. It is his choice. But give whatever that cost that belongs to the dining table cost, give to the civilian. Whether the civilian uses that dollars for some other purpose, it is his choice, right? Or getting a dining table, it is his choice. But then nobody knew what is a basic essential. You please look into the screenshots. I clearly provided. And I will read it out loud. So this retails the basic essentials part of it as in house, furniture, kitchen appliances, cleaning products and types. Agencies only created robocall poverty mandate is proved. And it comes under the domestic violence classification: breach of duty, intentional infliction of emotional distress, causation and injury, battery and types, and assault and types, false imprisonment and types, trespass to land and types, trespass to chattels and types. And I will read through those basic essential items one more time, okay? March 2020-21, $1 trillion scandal of absolute monarchs is proved. Minimum basic essentials per human head count times 7.9 plus billions of humans per household count worldwide based on cost of living per physical calendar year 2021, quarter 1 of 2021, quarter 2 of 2021, quarter 3 of 2021, quarter 4 of 2021 is what? Tied. I'm just providing the basic whatever, the common ones. Tide is just an umbrella. People, a civilian needs washing detergent clothes to wash the clothes, right? It's a basic essential. Then a candle. What if the electricity power shuts down? A civilian needs a candle or a torchlight, isn't it? That's a basic essential, emergency need. Then a bulb, a light. At least one bulb per household is needed for a civilian, right? Because what happens during the night time when the sun goes down? It becomes dark. People never knew what is night, what is day. So I have to educate that also to the population. See, during the night time when there is no electricity, people cannot see. So that is why there needs to be electricity, and for electricity there needs to be at least one bulb to light the house during the night time for the civilians to see. I have to educate that basic thing. Until I educated that, nobody knew. Nobody knew. Worldwide, how many educated population are there? Nobody knew what is basic essentials. Then I displayed, in the screenshot I've displayed matchbox, a lighter to light the candle, the lamp, then toilet cleaner brush, right? The toilet cleaner brush, then the trash can. These are all basic essentials after all. And then cutting board with the vegetables. So people never knew what is a knife, what is a cutting board, I have to educate. I stood up as a teacher and I educated that. Hey, knife is the one, it's used in each household. It is used exclusively for cutting the meat, cutting the vegetables, cutting the fruits in the cutting board. So that is the basic essential. Then, only then people knew, oh, yeah, is that the basic essential? That's how they got educated. First time in the entire human life cycle. Nobody knew what is basic essential. Then I also educated, okay, we have to cut the fruit. Like if I cut an apple, there needs to be some container to put that apple. So that is a basic essential, like a Glade storage box or the Rubbermaid storage box. Those are basic essential. A civilian should have that, right? One day he can cut the apple, other day he can cut a bell pepper, other day he can cut any other vegetable. But he or she needs that storage container to put that in, right? Cannot throw it on the floor and eat it. But people never knew that. I have to educate that. Then I educated, see, there needs to be a Swiffer. Swiffer is an easy, affordable pricing cleaning solution where you have to clean. It's mop, I would say, in a user-friendly, in a very easy user way. People can use it very easily. So that's the basic essential. And then I educated broomstick and the scoop to scoop the dust. Right? It's a basic essential. So nobody knew. Only after I educated broomstick and it's very basic essential, people, only after that they knew broomstick is a basic essential for a civilian. Right? Then I educated, okay, a house is given, a civilian lives in there, he needs what? He or she needs cooking vessels to cook, the spatulas, right? Until then, they never knew. Nobody knew. Nobody in the earth, the educated population, they never knew. Each civilian needs kitchen cooking ware to cook the food. I said to create stew or to create a stir-fry vegetables, to create noodles, to create a tea. They need vessels, the cooking vessels. And then, okay, they cut the vegetables in cutting board, then they cook the cooking food in the cooking vessels. Then what more the civilian needs, he or she in an household, needs a plate to eat, right? Where will they put the food? On the floor and eat it? No, right? So nobody knew. So I had to step in and educate it. See, each civilian must need a cup, a bowl, a plate to eat food from the plate, or cereal, breakfast cereal from the bowl, a coffee or a tea or a milk from the cup. These are the very basic minimum kitchen appliances needed. And I also provided 409K, it's a very common cleaning solution, then a bounty for a paper towel, then the bubble scrubbers for cleaning the toilet, then Palmolive for cleaning the washing dishes, then Scotch Brite for cleaning the vessels, then wall hangers. For wall hangers, I provided a 4 seasons one just to be user-friendly, that's all, It's just one sample for people to understand, okay, wall hanger is also needed. It's a basic essential, isn't it? It creates wellness for the civilians when they decorate their house according to their choice. It creates some kind of a healthy, it creates a healthy wellness in their brains, right? So wall hangers, the decorations, then the dining table, then a house, affordable house, right? For a civilian to stay in an affordable house, at least minimum, 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath is needed. right? So that one room can be used for guest room, one room can be used for office purpose, one room can be used for sleeping. Nobody knew. Educated population, they never knew what is a basic essential. I have to step in and educate them. A civilian must get a free housing, right? Then when they have to go to the toilet, do not laugh, it's not funny. It may sound like funny, but it's not. When they're going to go to toilet for the, excretory system processing of poop and pee, they have to use the toilet paper. So that is a basic essential, right? Then the they have a trash can, but they have to have a trash bag. So trash bag. Okay. Then where is the housing? There will be a backyard. So backyard furniture. That's the basic essentials too. It's not a luxury, no. They can sit on the floor, on the backyard, or they can sit on the furniture. You pay, the government pay. Government have to pay for that expenses as well. Whatever the civilians do with those money, it's their choice. Right? They can use that for a house remodeling. They can use for everything. And then comes the landscaping. That means what? Gardening. It's a basic essential, right? People love to enjoy the flowering plants or fruit plants or evergreen trees like that. So it is a basic essential. Then what are the other basic essentials they provide? The refrigerator, the stove top, the vacuum cleaner, the lamp and everything. Then stove top cleaner. Then living room furniture. It can be a couch of anything, right? Some people are fans of clothing couches only. Some people are fans of microfiber couches. Some people are fans of leather couches. It goes by choice to choice. Nobody can define what people want. And then minimum they will need a carpet. Even if it's the hardwood flooring, they need a carpet, right? And then they need a bedding furniture. For a bedding furniture, they need a bed. And then the furniture of that, put that bed on. And then side table, and the mirror, and the dresser to go with. And then for dishwasher, they need to have a cascade and a finish to clean the dishes in the dishwasher. And they need to have a Dyson. Dyson, I just put it on a generic way, vacuum cleaner. These are all the basic essentials, my dear fellow mankind. And they never provided, right? How many years passed? 500 years passed. How many homeless are there on the road? And what are they, what services they do? I know you all want to accuse and puke on the face of Department of Welfare Services, right? I say, please, for heaven's sake, puke on the face of Pope Francis. Let him get fried in ashes just because of your whatever puke you're going to puke on his face. Just puke, no bother. You all have your birthrights to puke on the face of Pope Francis. Let him go, let him die. The cursed one, let him die in ashes, be gone. So, now tell me, is it my job to exclusively explain this is what the basic needs to Senate, the Congress, they are called as what? Lawmakers, right? The House of Representatives. They all have all these in different avatars in their mansions, the palaces. Only thing is, they will not do these jobs. They will have people to do those jobs. So that is why they don't know what is the regular basic essentials. In the name of lawmaking, they destroyed law processing. Department of Welfare Services provided a wrongful monthly budget. It's deadliest crime. It's deadliest crime. Tell me how much does a 3-bedroom and 2.5 bath house, individual house cost? You tell me. And dining table. Then the furniture for the living room, bedroom. Who destroyed everything? These are all very basic, essential. It's never a big deal. Meaning, it's never hard. It's never rocket science to give these for the civilians, isn't it? Why they never bothered to give these to the homeless people? Why? What went wrong? Let's fix it. What went wrong? How to fix it? You are going to do the homework for the day. You are going to work on your assignment. What went wrong? What exactly went wrong for the USA Republican government to be fatal negligence, for USA Democrat government to be fatal negligence? What exactly went wrong? Is it rocket science? Is it rocket science? No, right? I don't think so. It's very easy. I just provided whatever in a very layman way. What more of education? I educated the same thing. Since 2014 I've been educating. 2021, we are in 2021. We are already in the 3rd month. Out of 12 months, 3 months gone. March will be gone. Why that Dr. Fauci is still sticking on with the mask thing? Oh my, it took 1 hour 14 minutes. But you all should know, it's very important part, right? Worldwide, nations are in crisis. Population are super mad at the government. Whatever wrong they did, whatever injustice they did to the population. And I'm displaying it with a live proof. A single civilian needs at least 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home. But that is just a cutoff, right? But if the government is going to provide the pricing for that kind of a pricing to the civilian and ask them to go choose whatever house they want, it's their choice. They can live in a studio, they can live in a motor home, they can live in a manufactured home. It's their choice, isn't it? Nobody can define. This is where you have to live, this is where you should live, this is how you should live. No, nobody can define that. But these are all the basic things. But then, if you're going to see for each and every single basic items, everything has its sales tax, federal tax, right? Sales tax and federal tax, then whatever tax. Those money are all eaten by the selfish, evil Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis. Are they humans? You please work on those assignment. Are they humans? I know what they are. I know they are the Satans. They are the Lucifers. They are the Antichrist. They are the hell creators. They will not live. They will not allow other people to live freely. These are not luxury, no. These are never luxury. What Education Senate, Congress, GOP, President Joe Biden all needed. Again, I'm displaying President Joe Biden is at fault crime. Is a crime versus the President Trump is innocent. Just because he's not a lawyer, President Joe Biden is a lawyer. That solves the problem. That solves all the equation, right? People not will ask why this lady is always saying President Joe Biden is only a scammer, right? It's thin line, very thin line. Both the presidents are at fault only. Both the presidents are prostitutes only. Both the presidents are prostituting only with Queen Elizabeth II only. But then there is an innocence level part. That's what I'm at. President Trump is innocent and President Joe Biden is less innocent. Because he never fixed this, right? He knew, he must have known what is a Palmolive dishwashing liquid. You should have known as a lawyer. Because that Palmolive dishwashing liquid is used to clean the dishes. How will the homeless will get it? You should have known. You should have provided a pathway, a roadmap. At least face-by-face processing, isn't it? If not able to provide it immediately, at least face-by-face processing, you should have provided a roadmap already and given to the USA. You should have guided President Obama being a vice president. That is a crime. So that means even in that processing, President Obama is not at fault versus he was a vice president. He never guided the president rightful way. So that crime comes into the President Joe Biden only. Though both of them are lawyers. What went wrong? What went wrong in educated humans? Is President Obama educated or not educated? He's a lawyer. He's at fault. He's another prostitute. Is President Trump educated or not educated? He's a prostitute. But why on the earth the people in the United States of America thinking that only men can lead correctly when they are only trashing the nation according to the will and pleasures and abusing the power? Why? Why? The entire organization structure of the government model is wrong. That is why, that is the root cause for all the destruction. I already said. The national leaders, the presidents are just puppets. They just get the job title and they get a fancy salary of $4,000 to $500,000 per annum. And after retirement, they get a healthy package, so they don't have to worry about anything. So, what went wrong? You keep working on that answer, one side, do multitasking, no problem, nothing will happen. Do a multitasking. One side work on this answer, what went wrong. And the other side, you all keep puking, let the puke on the face of Pope Francis, Queen Elizabeth. Let them take it and lick it. And be gone in ashes. Let St. Peter's Basilica, Roman Catholic Church, be filled with all your pukes. Let it be filled. Right? We all must get the civil justice, and I sure will get the civil justice. This COVID-19 crime is the deadliest crime. No, they cannot get away free with it. They will have to pay the price because I am there, right? So they will pay the price and they have to pay the price. I will not leave them free. No. Okay, so with that said, I will read the next part of the civil justice, okay? I, Vethapriya, PROSE, true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, true civil supreme judge, own the text for ongoing civil justice sign-off. At fault found guilty of fatal negligence, USA-FCC-RETAILS government and USA Democrat government as in USA retails basic essential house, furniture, kitchen appliances, cleaning product types, agency nations created robocall poverty mandate, and with fatal negligence failed to educate, USA cannot create robocall poverty mandate and by default created Republica USA robocall poverty mandate to I, Vethapriya PROSE, the true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, true civil Supreme Judge, and Republica government GOP leader Mitch McConnell, President Trump, Supreme Court Judge Brett Kavanaugh in October 2018 enforced poverty mandate to I, Vethapriya PROSE abruptly on October 2018, and Republican government of United States of America took away $4,500 October 2018 abruptly and enforced finance debt of $10,000 plus since October 2018, October 2019, October 2020, and as of today, February 2021. To I, Vethapriya PROSE enforced and also enforced finance disability to I. So it is crime for at fault found guilty fatal negligence USA Republican government and USA Democrat government, USA retails types basic essentials types housing, furniture, kitchen appliances, cleaning products types agency nations, created robocall poverty mandate is proved, and when ruling USA they never educated USA should never provide enforced poverty to I, Vethapriya PROSE. So civil justices, I, Vethapriya PROSE want Citibank CEO to pay off my debt $10,000 plus in full and sign off tax-free $5,000, and at fault and found guilty of fatal negligence USA Republican government and USA Democrat government, USA the FCC retails basic essentials types housing, furniture, kitchen appliances, cleaning products types agencies nations, created robocall poverty mandate with fatal negligence, so must sign off tax-free $500,000 trillion to be direct deposited to my bank account for all types of damages done by selfish, cunning, Islam, Judaism, absolute monarchs, types with endangered species and health creators, and at fault and found guilty Holy Highness God of USA, Queen Elizabeth II, Pope Francis, and Republican government of USA will provide needful help accordingly to be on the same page. And it took 1 hour and 24 minutes, but it's still okay because it is a very crucial civil justice sign of my dear fellow mankind. I can only wish you all can understand the cruciality of the crime provided by absolute monarchs to the humanity, and also understand the clear, exact, true meaning of why Dr. Fauci and Dr. Binks created the scam. Okay, so yes, God is there, civil justice wins always, all the time, and whatever predictions predicted in the Holy Bible is happening right now. That is, the Revelation chapter 18 is only happening right now. Okay, so you all keep working on who am I. Okay, thank you all for your time. Take care. Bye for now.